Hey everybody, welcome to another Grow with Google series presented by Adams County Library. And my name is Joel, and I want to share with you today's service from Google. I'm really excited about this one. This is probably my favorite one that we're going to be going over in the entire series. So, all of us, most of us, have a smartphone. Most of us take a lot of photos with our smartphone. But keeping those photos, organizing them, sharing them with friends, all of that can become challenging, especially too for those who maybe take a lot of photos but run out of space. And also too, some of us may want to access those photos but on our computer, but they want to do it in an easier way. Well, Google Photos has done that and so much more. And today I'm going to go over what the service is, how it works, how you can use it, and some of the additional features that they have. So let's get right into it. So obviously, like I've mentioned, Google Photos is a photo storage application. It's for your phone and also for your computer via a website. Now, like all previous videos before, you need a Google account. You need a what they would actually call an @gmail.com account. You can create one for free if you don't already have one, but you're going to need one of those so that way you can sync the proper information to the same place so everything works. So, and I've created a test account, kind of like an example account, and I'm going to walk through things with you today. So, for your computer, you're going to want to go to photos.google.com. Okay, and I'm going to type that in here. You can also just Google search Google Photos. You can search that as well. But photos.google.com. And what that does is it takes me to what they call your library, your like all of your pictures that you have and everything like that. All right, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna refresh here. All right. So basically, what Google Photos is, like I said, it's a place for you to back up all your photos from any device, anywhere, and you can access them anywhere. It's an incredibly powerful tool for collecting, organizing, and even manipulating your photos. So lots of great features on here. So this is where you access your photos via your computer or via a website. As long as you have your Google account, you can access any photos that get uploaded here from any computer as long as you have that login. So that's what it looks like here. But a lot of the work and a lot of the interaction you're going to have with this program is going to be on your phone. So I'm going to quick scoot you over here and I'm going to show you what my phone looks like here. All right, so I'm going to go into the Google Photos app now. I just downloaded it. I'm going to set up my account and a few things that are probably really important for you. So when you open up the app after you've downloaded it, it's going to ask you some questions to, allow access to photos and things like that, notifications and all that stuff. And you're just going to click yes, 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 and all that stuff. And I'm going to log into my test account for today. All right. And then after it asks you those questions, it's going to get you to this point. And it's a really important question. It asks you, do you want high quality or do you want original quality? Now, if you noticed, high quality is unlimited storage. And original quality only shows a certain amount of gigs left because every Google account gets 15 gigabytes of free storage. But if you do high quality, you got unlimited storage. Well, what's the difference? What's the catch here? Well, unlimited storage for the high quality option, it allows you to upload all of your photos with no limitation to storage. You can upload as much as you want at the quality of what they claim to be high. Now, what that means is it's roughly, I would say, around 90-95% of the original quality. So it would take a professional with a good eye to be able to see the differences between your original picture and the Google Photos uploaded version. So after it uploads these photos, it compresses them just ever so slightly. And then, you lose a very, very small amount of quality. And I personally think it's only like a 5% to 10% reduction. It's really hard for me to see the differences. You have to really be zoomed in. So it's The smallest price you pay, that is the catch, that is the smallest price you pay, is that it's not 100% full quality, but gosh, it's really close. So we're going to move on to the next step here. So when you get asked that question, you're going to choose high quality. Now, some of you have unlimited data, so you can turn that on if you want this use cellular data when there's no Wi-Fi, but I don't normally turn that on because you don't need it all the time. They'll also say make the most out of photos. You can do this. There's some nice things here, but I'm just going to turn it off for now. And I'm going to click confirm. Okay, so I can check the status of backups. Like, for example, if I'm uploading any photos on here, I can check the status right here, which is really, really nice. I can just go ahead and click on that, and it can show, you know, right here, backup is complete. Or it will show like there's 46 photos left to back up. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that process looks like. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to back out of here, and I'm going to take a picture of, let's see here. I'm going to take a picture of my computer here. So I'm going to turn on my camera, all right, and I'm going to take a picture of my laptop, okay? So I take this picture, all right? Now, we can use the example of, let's say you're out with, you know, your kids or your grandkids, and you're taking photos and you're clicking away and you're taking photos of this and that. Well, how do you know that they're getting backed up? How do you know that they're getting put onto this Google Photos app? All you have to do is just make sure that you open up the app, and if you notice on the top right-hand corner, there's this little dotted line, and it's like a blue line kind of going around it. This is the upload status, and you can click on that. You can even see the current situation as far as how many photos are uploading, how many are left, and all that stuff. So it will show you the process. Now, it looks like it has already backed up those photos that I just took that quickly. So now they are backed up in the cloud privately, you know, to my account. You know, only I can access it and Google can access it, but that's it though. So now it is all backed up and ready to go. So it's synced here, but why does that matter? I'm going to show you why that matters. So now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go back to Google Photos. I'm going to refresh. And there's my 4 photos right then and there. Very, very quick, very, very effective. So as you can see, the use of this, you now have a direct line between your phone's photos and your computer. Incredibly useful. Very, very nice to have, especially for those of you who, you know, take a lot of photos, but you want to look at them on a computer or put them up on your TV or whatever. Also, too, keep in mind Google Photos works with things like Chromecast and like Google TV. So, I mean, you can even use this application to show your photos on your TV. It works with Google Home, you know, especially the screen version, the new screen version, for those of you who are familiar with that. It's got endless possibilities. But that is the general process of what this looks like and what it is. But there's a lot more that I want to show you today. So we've taken photos and we've backed it up. You can view it on your phone or your computer, and I've shown you how the backup process works. But now these additional features I want to show you are things like the search function and things like that. So whether you're on your phone or on your computer, it's going to work the same. A lot of these features are very consistent on both platforms. So let's say I want to look up a picture of, let's see here, like let's say if I want to just see what's in here, I can search dates. I can be like April 29th, okay? And I can search that. And now I can see every photo that was ever taken on April 29th. You can search things like, you know, names of people if you tag certain photos. You can search up locations even, like I can search Hettinger, North Dakota, and it will find every photo that I've taken in Hettinger, North Dakota, and things like that. So the search feature up here is really, really powerful. Now, as you can see, you can not only search for things, you also have like things like favorites. Well, how does that work? So whether you're on your desktop or on your phone, you can look at a photo and you see that star on the top right here. If you touch the star, I just added it to my favorites. It's now in my favorite section. Well, where is that? So if I go back up to my search and I see favorites there, I click on it, boom, there's my favorite photos that I want to keep track of that are important to me. Also, too, you can search for videos. There's selfies, there's screenshots, there's movies, animations. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so many features within this search that I strongly suggest you guys go ahead and play with. It's very powerful. I do know there's an additional feature which we won't go over today, but Google Photos can actually do facial recognition. It'll show similarities of faces. So let's say if I would click on here, and I don't have it here, but I'll kind of tell you an example. So if I would click up there, I would see a line of faces, and I could click on one of those faces and it would show me every photo that that face is in. Now it is kind of creepy for some people, but as a whole it's incredibly useful if you're looking for, a bunch of photos of a specific person or your kids or things like that. It really does a great job. It's creepy, but it is incredibly useful. So I mean, there is that technology kind of taking us to that next level. So we have that. Also, too, I want to kind of go over some of the features that you have on here. You also have things like albums. Okay, so underneath albums, you can create a photo album. Essentially, you can organize a group of photos if you really want to. If it's a specific batch of photos, you can edit current ones by just going into them and adding additional photos, or you can create new ones, simply giving it a title. Example 2. All right. And then I can just go in and start choosing photos. These are the photos that I want in my photo album. I can click add, and there's my photo album. Really, really quick, really, really efficient, easy. It works really, really well. Also, too, there's this really nice feature they have in here called For You. It's on the bottom here. Also on the desktop, again, remember, all these features that I'm talking about, like these tools here on the bottom, are located on the left-hand side of the desktop version. So we're going to be talking about the For You section next. So on your phone or on the desktop, you can click on the For You section, and you can manage your library, or it will automatically have stylized photos for you where it'll crop, cut, it will improve colors, and change a bunch of things that you can that may enhance or make your photos better. Another thing that it has in here that you will see after you start using it for a while is it will show you photos from the past. So if you have a bunch of photos that you upload here that are from, heck, 6 years ago, it will share these photos from that time. So it would say like 6 years ago, you took this photo, and you can look at it. It's kind of like a nice way to review old memories and old photos and things like that. And the way it does that is it can actually see the data, like for example, like the date and time of when a photo was taken. You can actually even see that too yourself. When I go into a photo, I can go in, click on these 3 dots here, and I can see the location, I can see a date and a time, I can even see the device that I took the photo with. So it shows that I used an iPhone 6s. It'll show the f-stop and the aperture and the ISO rating and all of that. You can even edit the date and time if you really, really need to. So, I mean, you get all of that information put in each photo, so it creates a really good database. So like I said before, this is an incredibly powerful system that's been put together here. So that's the For You section. Now, the next thing I want to go over is sharing. Now, you can share and receive photos from people very easily. It's as simple as, let's say you have this photo of your cat, all right? And you want to share this photo of your cat with another friend, or whether it be on Facebook or however you want to. All you do is click that share button there. Now go ahead and click OK, OK. All right, so, and what it'll do, it will allow me to not only choose like an email address, it'll allow me to share it to Facebook, Messenger, whatever I want easily. And it works the same on desktop too. I can choose that picture of my cat, and I have many options. I can go in and I can share it via email. I can just type in an email address. I can put in a phone number. If I already have contacts connected to my Google account, it will show them here in a list, and I can just choose them easily. I can throw in a message. This is my cat. And I can send it to them, and they're going to get it via email if you do it that way. And there's so many options. You can also do that if you want to download it to your computer. There's 2 ways of doing that. You can simply do the good old drag and drop. You can do the download option. There's just so much that you can do. It's fantastic. All right, let's see what else we have on our list here for things to show you guys. Oh, and then as far as receiving too, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. When you're underneath the sharing section here, and we'll go to our phone here, because most of you will probably just be using this via your phone. But when you're underneath sharing, that's not only where you share photos, this is also where you'll see any photos that you're receiving from other people that are also using Google Photos. So it puts all of that into one area. So that's really, really nice. The sharing feature is just fantastic. Also, too, to go in a little further, let's say if there's a batch of photos. Let's say if there's multiple photos that I want to share with a person. I'll just press and hold with my phone, and then that little check mark thing will show up. And then I can do a few other ones. I can choose some of these. And then I can click that share button and share that entire group. I also have the option to, I believe, share as a link. Okay, so I can click create link on here, and what it does, let's say if I want to copy and paste that group of photos as a link instead of the actual photos themselves, you can do that too. A lot of this comes down to just playing and poking around and seeing what you can all do with the program, but it's incredible everything that you can do in here. So that covers the sharing portion of things. There's a couple other features that I want to go over with you guys. So not only is your phone an incredible tool when it comes to collecting photos for you, you also probably have some photos on your computer that you would love to back up and put on here so that way all of your photos are in one place. Well, guess what? The website has you covered. Super, super nice. On the top part of your screen here, you can click upload. And you can upload photos from your Google Drive, which we've been talking about in previous videos, or even more importantly, your computer. So I can go ahead and go into my computer, and I can go choose the photo that I want to upload. And now, again, remember whenever it asks you the question of what's the upload size, always do high quality because it gives you that 90 to 95% quality rating is what I would claim it to be, to where you can't tell the difference, but you get that free unlimited storage, which is so helpful because there's so many photo storage services out there. You know, iCloud might be one of them where it does a great job, but you know, after a while it starts to cost some money, and you know, it's nice if you can get these services for free, which is so great that Google has this out there. So I'll go ahead and click free, and now it's uploading the photo. There's even tools like auto uploaders that you can install on your computer and things like that. They have so many areas covered and taken care of. It's super great. Also too, if you haven't noticed already, there is this print store option, and I really would like to show that to you just real quick. So not only can you house all your photos here, not only can you access them and collaborate and share photos with people, organize and manipulate photos, you can also print photos right from your Google Photos account. Super, super nice. So I can go in, and mind you, you can do this on your phone as well. But I can go into and I can make a photo book, and all I do is choose, you know, what style, and then I can go ahead, make a photo book, and just simply choose the photos I have. And it will create a photo book out of the photos directly from my library. It's so nice. And not only can you make photo books, you can also do photo prints. You can even do canvas prints. So if there's some really nice photos you have and you don't know an easy way to do it, they have all of this put together in one nice, really, really nice package. So don't forget about that as well. And I have two more items for you that I want to go over today that are really, really useful. Number one, editing photos. So we're going to have photos here that they look nice, but you know, you got to fix them or something. Or let's say if one is sideways or things like that. Well, you're probably going to want to edit the photo, right? So let's go ahead, and I'm going to choose this photo because it's a little sideways, okay? So I'm in here, and this works the same way on the phone too. And I will show you how that looks as well. But so here, let's go to my phone here. All right, so I'm in my phone, And do you see this little button right here with the sliders? It's the same button that you see on the desktop here. So when you click on that, what it does is it allows you to go into an editing program. Now, I feel that the desktop does a little bit better job, or at least it's got a better user interface. But as a whole, you can do all of these things on either your phone or your desktop, either way. So what I'm in now is the photo editor. It has all sorts of filters. It has all sorts of things that you can do, you can play around with. It has even more in-depth features, like you can control, the brightness, the darkness, the contrast, the shadows, all of that. Your lights, your darks, you can add vignettes. You can do so much with this. You can remove color, you can add color, you can do your warmth or how cold it is. You can even add pop. There's so much you can do for editing the photo. You also can crop, which is a very common editing feature that most people have. So all you have to do is, we can see that these little 4 dots are on the outside of my picture here. I can just grab it and then crop it how I want. I'll just click and move it around. Super, super nice. So let's say I just want this picture, all right? So I got that. Looks good to me, almost. I want to fix one thing. It's a little sideways. So I have the option of either completely rotating it with that button, or I can just do very small incremental changes. And I even get that nice little grid there. Looks real nice. Then I'm going to click done. So now I've edited my photo. And once I'm done all editing, I just click done. And what's so great about this is not only did it edit the photo and it's going to update on my phone and look the same, I can even go back to the original by downloading the original. Super nice. So you not only can edit your photos, but if you want to go back, you can go back in time and get that original version of that photo. So the photo editing on here is fantastic, especially for it being free. Fantastic tool. Now, last but definitely not least, I was talking about how all of us, we take lots of photos with our phone, and we run out of space. We aren't able to take more photos or download more programs because we have lots of videos and photos on our phone that we don't want to lose, but we're just battling for space on our phone. Well, guess what? Google Photos also has something for that. I tell you, this is just an amazing program. So on your phone, you just click that little menu icon there. You click on that, and a little bit further down, you see something that says free up space. Okay? Now all I have to do, and this is the iOS version, mind you, and this is going to be a little bit more complicated compared to those who have an Android phone, which is why I wanted to use an iOS or an Apple phone device for this example, because it's a little more complicated, but they do walk you through it. So for Android users, you're probably just going to click delete and it's all done. For iOS users, this is going to be your process. So I'm going to go ahead and click delete. And I'm going to go ahead and allow it to delete those photos. Now notice, Apple users, you have one more step left to do. You have to go to the Apple Photos app. You have to open Albums, go to Recently Deleted, tap Select, and tap Delete All. And then your photos are gone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go out. I'm going to go to my Apple Photos app here. And I'm going to go into Albums, Recently Deleted, Select, and then delete all. Okay, delete 15 photos, and now all of those photos are gone. But what the great part of this is like I said, all of these photos are still here. They're just not in your phone anymore. They're just in this app that's accessing them via the internet. So that's what's so nice about this product is it does all of these things. It manages all of your photos so efficiently. It allows you to manipulate photos, share photos. It even will automatically generate edited photos for you in case you want to use them. You can create collages. You can create slideshows. You can back up your videos. You can, like I said, share with people. You can edit your photos. You can free up space on your phone, which photos are the main killer for space, especially video, are the main killer for space on your phone. So if you have lots of videos, this is going to help you a lot. A lot. So I do strongly suggest that you guys take a look at this Google Photos platform. It's incredibly powerful, and it's such an aid, especially for us nowadays where, we have smartphones and we use them a lot. We take a lot of pictures of our families and our friends and our memories, and those memories are important. And this is a fantastic platform to back up all of those memories and all of those things that mean so much to us. So if you have any additional questions, by all means go ahead and get a hold of me. I am more than happy to answer any questions. And even remember, I've only covered like half of what just Google Photos can do. This is just the general basis of what this does. I strongly encourage that everybody give this a shot and try it out. All right, thank you so much. I'm excited to work with you next week. We're going to be doing some more Grow with Google services next week. Thank you very much.